Everyone, Valorant HD here, and today we'll be talking about every wall spot you need to know for playing Sage on the map Icebox. Please consider subscribing. Now over 96% of you guys aren't subscribed, and I really am trying my best to try to produce the highest quality content and the most information for you guys, so thank you. We go to A site, we go over ropes, and then right here you can literally just place a wall at the top of mid ropes box, and then you have access to shoot the attackers from that top ledge of belt and then the bottom right of like boxes area. As you're an attacker pushing to A site, you want to go around to this left side of bottom nest and then go up the rope into nest, take the mid rope and then jump off and land on pipes. You can place a wall right here and you have access height advantage to seeing people underneath balcony to the left and right of box on balcony, and people in the boxes by radiator, and also see below. This height advantage will allow you to be able to just get that one extra edge up against your opponents. Pushing in from the other side from attackers on the right side, you go up belt and you can place a wall right here, and you have greater height advantage towards those who are on balcony and those who are in nest. And people won't really expect this, because as you push out, they're gonna be like, oh well, we should be able to see it at this height, right, headshot you. But if you above the line of sight, they're gonna have to readjust for the vertical placement. Pushing from the defender side onto ace side, as you walk onto rafters, you can wall yourself up and get that little bit of height advantage to be more even towards the enemies who push out upon a belt as they go up to the top there. Pushing towards a screens on rafters on the defender side, you can place a wall and jump and you're on top of a screens. You have access to see people on a belt, and you get that extra angle to be able to shoot people on a nest as well. This is a really good spot. They won't expect you. Here's a useful wall you can use as you're on defender side of a site. You can place a wall aligned with the wall, and you have a greater height advantage, as if they ever push onto pipes, you can shoot them if they ever jump up on top of pipes, or if they're just walking in through the mid, they might not be able to see you because your wall is so close to the other wall, which will make them not realize until you headshot them. So pushing onto boxes, if you move your wall more the other way around, horizontal to the wall, you can be able to peek it even wider with an op and be able to shoot people off pipes, people who try to jump up the pipes, and be able to just get that height advantage, that little extra ledge advantage. Alright, as you put up a wall behind radiator, you can head peek people and shoot them as they try to push through A, and you can also shoot and see people through nests and people who push up onto pipes. This is a really good spot because it hides most of your body. It's pretty good. So, alright, pushing from attacker's side towards A site, you can put a wall right here in the mid and be able to head peek people on the rafters, a box, and a left side of rafters. You have a lot of access to people see people in the corner, people underneath rafters, and they can only see your head, so you just gotta watch out for if they one tap you in the head. A really great wall right here for defenders to be able to completely wall off A side. They won't be able to push through as soon as you wall it off, and that denies area of entry right there. Coming from attacker side towards mid, you can place a wall right here and boost yourself up onto B2 on mid, and you have access to see all of orange. You can see part of B snow and part of kitchen, while also being able to see underneath and push through mid. Onto the defender side, you can also place a sage wall right about here on that yellow line in between the spaces by an op, and you can just aim all the way down straight through mid. They will not expect this. It's a pretty good spot because you just head tap them if you have good aim with the op, and they won't expect someone being all the way far back with just an op over the edge. Through from defender side into kitchen, you're able to wall off this window door entrance from B snow, and it walls off a good portion of it. People from B alley won't be able to peek that area with it walled off. Now pushing from defender side into B2, as Sage, you're able to wall it off and be able to have a great denial of entry for the attackers pushing through mid, you're able to shoot people on left and right side of the wall down the slope. And it's really great because you're unable to go left side or right side if you put it perfectly in the middle. As you see here, you just see you can't push through. You have access to see it if you don't put it far enough. They could also push up through it and be stuck right there. And you have to be very careful on which side they're going to peek you. And yeah, pushing into B tube, you can go through and place a wall cutting off the defender side from kitchen and be able to push through B snow and onto B side. As you see right here, you have access to shoot people from underneath B tube. So today we're going to be going through mid lane on Icebox. As you see here, you go up boiler, place a wall down below you, and you have access to shoot people from mid. They won't notice that you're higher, so you might get the advantage of being elevated higher, because this map you want to take every advantage you can get while being as vertical as possible. Pushing through B green, you're able to get on top of white crate and be able to wall yourself up and be able to jump onto B yellow. As you see right here, just wall yourself up. You have to have your knife out to be able to jump, because you barely make that jump, and then you have access from the top to be able to shoot any defenders who are on B side, who are hiding by B snowman, and people who are behind box of B and or in the hallway, or what do you call, bridge of B. Over here we are able to see this is B snowman. You can wall it off up here and have access to see people who push through B green and into B yellow, and you can just shoot people as they come out, and it's pretty great because they won't expect you being right there and that tall height. Over here onto B site, top of B, you can wall it off right here if you walk forward and wall, and you have access to see the same thing, B green, just like you had from B snowman. But the thing is, right there, they won't expect anyone being right there, because this is pretty much a really hard spot to get to, and it's not really noticeable as people are viewing these tips and tricks video. You try to leverage this as soon as possible, because people are going to figure out this type of tricks. Here's a really good spot. As you're on top of B box, you can just walk, place a wall, and be able to have a greater height advantage for people at B kitchen, B snow, and people under B tube. It's pretty good because you can also peek behind you and see people if they push up to B yellow and or push behind Tetris. So use this spot wisely. This spot's also useful if you're playing Sage for defending. You can also place a wall right here and be able to peek people pushing through a B B garage and B green. It's pretty good because it covers half your body and you can just head tap people. It's pretty awesome. And yeah, you can also see people who, I don't know why I keep trying to grab the other gun. You guys see people who teleport towards B green crate to top left, to the left side right there. I'm shooting the right side, but to the left side, as you see me right there, I could just hop up and just jump right there and see people right there. So it's also a pretty good wall, so you don't have to go all the way around to try to get up to the top of that. A really great spot is to be able to wall off right here. If you line up with the wall, you just wall yourself up, be able to shoot people under B tube and shoot people at orange. This wall is also pretty good as it's able to block out part of sight, so you can plant spike right there, and yeah, be able to just jump and right click people with your classic pistol. It's pretty. Here's a good wall. You can come right here and be able to place it down B hall, and this will be able to lock out people as you're attacking and trying to put spike down. You can also shoot in between those cracks and be able to shoot people down the B hall into B kitchen. Pretty good. And our last wall right here for attackers is be able to wall off the back of B site. People won't be able to push from B snowman. If you wall it off wrong, you can have a little crack like that on the left side. But other than that, it's pretty much all the Sage wall spots. Thank you for watching, and have a good day, everyone. Bye. Pushing in from attacker's side towards B site, you can place a wall right here, be able to boost onto B green crates right here. You have access to see people behind yellow, and which is yellow crate. When pushing onto B site, a really useful Sage wall is to be able to wall it half of B site, which is walling yourself up. You're able to head peek and shoot people, which covers most of your body. You can also have access to go up the rope and be able to push on top of B box and then see B hallway and see all of B kitchen. That wall was also able to close off part of a B box underneath. If you needed to ever plant, you could always plant right there. If you're ever pushing through a B alley, you're able to wall off half of the site and be able to jump up top, and you could possibly plant on top of B box. And same, you have access to see people from B snowman and people from kitchen and B hallway. I just want to thank you guys for watching the video, for staying this long and be able to see the whole video. Please consider watching my other videos, and I hope you have a great day, everybody. Thank you.